Howdy, howdy, howdy. So here we go, man. Check it out. I put a track around my field with a kind of a mud texture. I'd like to put some lines on it at some point. I don't feel like that should be too complicated. He says with some serious hesitation. Um, but you can kind of see what it looks like here. It's a little, the contrast isn't great. I probably should put some better contrast on my textures. Right now, this is just kind of I forgot what this is. It's just a red surface. I should probably do something like a tan, whatever, just to create a better contrast. But we'll worry about that later. But I do have this track that goes all the way around, and I don't know why it's so weirdly shaped, but um, why is that so weirdly shaped? It's like it's squished. I don't know why. It wasn't that way. I tell you, it wasn't. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I'm not fully ISO'd. Okay, so here we go. That's what it looks like. It's obviously crooked, but that's all right. I'm not really. I just wanted to kind of show you what I've got so far. So the contrast is better there, but at an angle, probably could be better. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm going to try um, this this little thing that I'm working with AI to create. Let's see. Now this is basically what it's going to allow me, but I don't have any idea what it's going to look like. So let's see what happens. Okay, it did it really fast. Whatever it did, it's obviously not. All right, so we've got parts that are all over the place, kind of what standard fare. It does this all the time. Proportions are not AI's thing, and it just went massive with the proportions. Um, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we got to shrink those proportions down. Okay, we are having some issues again. Look how big. How far out does this go? Oh my gosh. Whatever it did for stands, and it doesn't look like they went all the way around. So these are just one-sided stands. Stands appear to be, oh, they're not one-sided, but they go on massively spread out. Your scale has to be over 100 times too big. I don't even know how to adjust that. It's like it's not. I can't even adjust that. And it's not. So when it creates things like this, see, it creates all these objects. Top stands. Oh, there is right stands and left stands. I have no idea where those are, but it tends to make the arches ultra tiny. Um, and so I don't know, where is the top stands? Okay, so top stands. Oh, that's this one. Bottom stands are those. Where's the right stands at? Are they super tiny on field? Are they just like gargantuanly far away? I don't know where they are. I can't find them. Oh, they're over here somewhere. Look, they're there, but they're super tiny and super spread out. So its right and left stands are not good. So yeah, it's got some work to do. And this is one of the problems I've been having with it. Does a pretty good job of dynamically creating things. Like it helped me create my field, but it had the lines and all over the place. It put the end zones way off to the side, and I had to keep telling it to scale things down to just fractions of what it was doing. And eventually we got down to a point where I was actually able to do something. So yeah, we'll have to see how this goes here. The stands will generate the correct matching your field. Yeah, we'll see. Clear stands. Generate stands. Okay, now wait, are we better? Are we at least better? It's still taking up a lot of space. I don't even know. Are these stands like viewable? These are supposed to be. Oh, maybe they are. Are they? Are those the bench seats? I think we got like aluminum stands. But well, the top and bottom. Sideline stands seem to be the correct width about the width of the football field, but they are spaced out about 50 yards for each. What are they even called? What are these? Did it do something else? Maybe I should run it again. I thought it was still running. Maybe I need to rerun that. No, they're not visible at all. Oh, now they're huge. Oh wait, maybe they're not huge. Maybe they're just off screen. I don't know what those are. Okay, so they are there. Are these tiered? I can't even tell. .5. Oh, they are tiered. They do appear to be going up. Structure, seat. Okay, well, we do have something. They are totally not in the right place, and they're still gargantuan. Were the correct length, but the tiers were spread out were spaced miles apart. Now tiers appear together, but they are about 50 times as long as the field. 50? All right, 30. 30 times as long as the field. At the moment, not even considering right and left parts, as those, I don't even know where those are. Does those appear? I can't even figure out where these are. Starts here. I can't see. Oh, okay, so we are looking at the side. If you look closely, we're like looking at the side. But these things have no width. Huh. It's like, this is one of the things I had to go back and forth with getting the field right and everything. It keeps complaining. Okay, so well, let's bring this over here. So it keeps complaining that my ground scale is huge, which, I mean, really, is it though? I mean, my ground is still only a little bigger than my field. So it's complaining that I've got this massive ground scale, but I don't know what's it matter. I mean, it's like, okay, well, okay, so the ground scale is huge, but what does that, how does that affect? Well, just make the scale smaller. I don't understand why it's so hard. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get it to mimic it off of the stadium track, because it's the same length, right? Stadium track is the same. Well, it's got to be a little bit more than the stadium track, but all right. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one more time. Well, clear stands, generate again. They're smaller again. At least right, that one is. All right. So where are we with the field? Oh wait, are the stands actually kind of there now? No, they are not. It's just I have lines. My lines I know are not the right color. That's another problem, but another problem for another time. Let's go ahead and go stadium track. Oh, not track. I don't want the track. It's stadium stands. All right, let's try this. I don't know where they went. Are they like, oh, they're way over there? Well, how far are they? Really far apart? They're like, there's definitely off their target. All right. So Bezzy is kind of slipping on this one. Let's ignore the end zone stands now and just fix the sideline stands. Is it possible for you to review the track, stadium track, and ignore and set dimensions in line with that for the straights parts. The straight part of the stands really should be the same length as the straights of the track, and only a few yards outside of that. You can probably review the create. Hey Karama, you're back, huh? Isn't it late for you? You were up when I left. That was 8 hours ago. It should be like middle of the night for you. Create track function to see how it scales. I mean, really, this is just more track. I mean, I theoretically, if I could, just create the track again. If this works, I probably have it follow the same rule for rebuilding the track curves too, because I used that for my methods. Probably put a different texture in here, but trying to get Unity to use what code it already had.
Connected to active Mind Gamers chat.
No, don't care about that. All right, let's see. Have we got anywhere? Still editing. I'm hoping it can come up, it can mimic what was done for the track, because it's really the same exact code. except it's bending extra stuff for the ends, putting some extra lines in for the stands. I don't know how that's going to work. This may be a bit complicated for what it is, but I'm just trying to see how doable it is. It'd be cool to have even the most generic of stands in place, just so that I could have something to kind of look at, so I don't have to put that weird image in the background. I'm trying to avoid that. I don't know. I don't know yet how I'm going to even place. We'll just see how it goes. All right, let's see. Did it finish? Unchecked for now. All right, well, unchecked for now. Left and right stands. We won't do those right now. Oh, well, they're closer. They're on the field now. I guess that's a thing. All right, so tier count, tier depth, seat height, seat depth, end zone segments, curve, end zone stands, units per yard, stands material, height offset, stands offset. Let's see what happens if I go 20 on this, just to see where it goes. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Now, they seem really thin, though. The stands, I think, should be wider than that, shouldn't they? Is there something in the middle here? Oh, I see what's going on. They need to be squished back together, though. I see what's going on. I've got them overlapping in the center of the field, or something. I don't even know what is this centerpiece. I don't know what that is. Not the wait, what? It's not the football. Can't be the football. What? Oh, it's the seat. I don't know what that is. Well, you have them close to the correct length, but the seats and structure objects for each tier are about 50 yards apart. So you need to reduce the scale spacing. All right, so we kind of have them here. I can adjust, but like my tier is weird. That's a different one. So if I click this tier, that's both these parts. So these guys are like super off their mark. As I continue to try to press them closer, it does have some depth. I think once these get smaller and closer together, we might be better. Well, let's see if that's true. All right, so we're gonna go up here. It says it's got some kind of a, you know what, I'm gonna remove this for now. It's the only one I think about. Nope. Didn't work either. Is it better? Now remember, AI is terrible at math. So when it says, "Oh, I've multiplied this too much. Let me do it this," and it actually makes it bigger or smaller. There's times when I said it's too big, so it does something, and it made it bigger because it just doesn't know math. That's why I say I like it to give me the settings so that I can just tweak the values myself. And that's what I ended up having to do to fix my arc here, which is probably a little too flat the more I look at it, but more about that later. Oh, we're closer. Okay, so there is some stuff here. We're definitely on. We're making progress. Kinda. It's like, well, at least we're in zone, right? My stands are all like, they're now within 100 yards of each other.
3 says, and .n.
At least we're within, we're in shooting distance of being correct. All right, let's see what I got here. So it seems like both tiers are landing on top of each other. In fact, they may even be exactly on top of each other. No, the top stands, honestly, the top stands seem to start in about the right place. The bottom stands are going the wrong direction. Yeah, it seems like those are about right, but the bottom stands are going the wrong direction. The bottom stands, I think, are going the wrong direction. In that they are overlapping the top stands. But also, the spacing is still too big, but are much closer. Instead of 50 yards apart, each tier seems to be about 20 yards apart. And structure and seat within each tier do seem to be see how close these actually are. Let's see, but also spacing, structure and seat within each tier seem to be about 2 yards apart. The bottom stands, I think, are going the wrong direction in that they are overlapping the top stands, but also the spacing is still too big. But we are much closer. Instead of 50 yards apart, each tier seems to be about 20 yards apart. Structure and seat within each tier seem to be about 2 yards apart. Why do they keep blaming my parent scale? Just build it. Don't use the parent scale. Why are you even worried about the scale? I don't know. I don't understand why it's using the scale of my parent, because the ground scale, I don't think the ground scale, I think the ground scale is still 111. I don't know what they're talking about. Nope, still going the wrong way with that. We are definitely getting squishier. See how close these are now. Structure and seat. I don't think it made any adjustments. Did it make any adjustments? Or did I not build it? Did I not rebuild it? Maybe I didn't rebuild it. Let's go back and rebuild it. Oh, okay. What just happened? Are we like way, well, we're not, are we not way broken? What is this? Why is it doing that? Rolling up on me like that? I don't understand what it's doing. Oh, the stands, they look really squished now. All right, so stands, it's actually in the right place. All right, I think we're closer. But why is it doing that? Why, I don't understand why it rolls up like that. It's something weird, because when I get close, it rolls up. Look, see how it's doing that? What is that? Okay, much closer. Now all this tiers and structure and tier parts are correctly together. Only they are overlapping now. Give me an adjustment option that lets me adjust the tier separation and the seat/structure separation. So I can get these set correctly. Because yeah, see how this one is this wide? And if you look really close at it, I can't get much closer because apparently things are going to roll up on me for whatever bizarre, inexplicable reason. there's a weird thing down here that's like rolling up my. It's like, I guess I'm going way too zoomy. I'm over zooming. More zoom than my screen can handle. All right, so let's go ahead. How to use the scene view. Adjust the sliders in the inspector. Look at your stands in the scene view. All right. Tier spacing multiplier. Seat offset. Control of the seats. Look at the stands in your scene view. Okay. Adjust the slider in the inspector. There's no, wait, do I have to add a slider? Oh, maybe I have to go here. Nope. What are you talking about? Adjust the slider in the inspector. What slider are we talking about here? All right, bottom stands direction. Perfect. Is there a console error? Nope. Look at the stands in the scene view. I don't see any sliders here, man. I don't see any slider in any view. Main, not the main. Stadium stands, or top, or bottom stands, or even on the stadium generator component. I don't know what the heck it's talking about. There's no sliders anywhere. No, they're not. Okay, oh, I see. It's not a slider, though. Oops. Let's try that. Nope, that didn't do anything. That's a little wider. Are we any closer to... kind of would expect there to be a little space all the way through here. So let's try, just see what happens if I put a 10 in here. I want to see what it does. Definitely made it wider, but it seems to be making my stands just wider, not adding space. Oh, am I looking at the wrong one? I don't see they're adding space at all, though. It's getting fatter. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's the thing I'm looking for, though. Let's go tier spacing multiplier. Let's do 100. Let's just see. I want to see where things end up if I just do 100. Okay, so now we're far apart. That's at least I have some control. This I can contend with. That allows me to see what's going on a little bit. Cause see, like my seat and my structure are like right on top of each other, and that's not necessarily good. So let's go ahead and now I like having the control. So now we're gonna adjust this one. Let's just say 10. All right, maybe I need to do 100 here too, because I don't know where the heck these are. Okay, so now I should at least be able to see which one's the bottom and which one's the top. There. Now, okay, so they are apart from each other now, which is what I want. So now I can kind of see. Now I just need to pull them together with the tiniest of hairs in between them is what I'm shooting for. So we're going to go ground. And now. So we don't want 100. That's probably a bit much. But let's see if I can go 50. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and bring these down to 50 as well. All right, so we can all right, here we go. We're coming together. And as long as these guys aren't overlapping anymore. Nope, we're not overlapping. So our structure, it's kind of weird though. Why is the seat ahead of the structure? Is that how they usually are? Yeah, I guess there is. There's a seat in front, and then the structure is in between. Huh. All right, so we're getting close. We need. Let's drop it a little further. Obviously, we don't need to go that much. Let's go like 30. No, let's go 40. Let's see how close that brings it. We know this is still too much, so we'll go 30 on that one. Clear stands, generate structures. Okay, so we are definitely bringing it in. We still got our pretty decent gap. So we're going to bring that down to, all right, we'll go ahead and try 30 on that one and 20 on that one. All right, I think we're close. I think that might even be what I'm willing to go with. Now I can kind of see where my stands sit, which might be okay. I mean, it's pretty wide, but I mean, how many tiers have we got? 20, we have 20 tiers. So if I was to go with ISO and then rotate and bring this ooh, those are not Well, they are going up, but they are not going much up. Yeah, that is a very small set of tiers. Can we increase that? All right, tier count, tier height, tier depth. That's how fat they are and how tall they are. Seat height. Let's go with like 5. Let's go 5. No, that didn't seem to do anything. So the seat, I really expect that to go way taller. Which one of these is going to do that? Which of these settings increases the height of the stands? The incline is very flat. To increase the incline, make the stand steeper. For typical stadium incline, around 30 to 35 degrees, tier height should be 0.8. Or for even steeper, we can go to 1. All right, well, let's see what that does. That's better, but that makes the seats thicker. I wasn't really looking for thicker seats. I mean, I guess if they're just blocks. I wasn't really thinking of them as blocks. Now, if I'm correct, the skinny one is the structure, right? I don't feel quite right. Some container. Oops, wrong one. I always do the wrong one. Oh, the structure's the thick one. And the seat is the tiny one. Oh. Oh. I think this is backwards. Generate top stands. Generate top and bottom stands. So we got 20, which is fine. I don't mind 20. I feel like 20 might not even be enough. But I feel like let's go look at something. Let's go look at what an actual NFL other games are doing. Now, Big Win Football, you can't really see the stands very often. See, there's not really any view. They don't have a track on their field. All right. So see how tall theirs is? They have really tall stands. And if I was looking at mine, I would expect this to go up at that rate. I want to be able to see my flights. And that is not seeing the flights. Okay. So these guys need to be like, if I was to turn this to the side, I can barely see. Like if I looked at that one, you can kind of see it's going up, but it's not obvious. And yeah, this is, I don't think it's very good. Let's go tier height 2. I want to see what that does. All right, so that's way better as far as how it's going, although it's just making the blocks bigger. And those aren't even, all that's doing is raising the structure. It's not even moving the seats up. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if I'm really thinking about it. I don't know what tier depth does. What is tier depth? Oh. That really makes them white, but I don't want that. All right, so we'll bring that back. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to have something. Starting to look a little bit more like normal stands. It's not exactly what I'm looking for because it's for some reason it's making the stands, but it may not matter because if I can get them. It's weird. So seat height. What if I set seat height to 4? And then that's that is so weird because it's not making what it's doing is it's really and truly just making the seats taller, and the seat is weird. So seat depth, let's see 1. I could drop the structure. No. I still don't feel like it's very. I can't get any real altitude out of these. It's a little better. But I want more. I want more. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I don't have any idea what the tier depth is supposed to do. Oh, that pushes them out. I don't want it pushed out. Nope, that's good. Tier depth of whatever I had it at was probably good. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting closer. Which I could probably live with. Let's, which one of these was the structure? What if I drop this one down to 3? No, it flattens everything when I do that. Oh. Why are those the seats? Those are like, Those are so weird. I don't know what those are, but that's got to come back down. That's just, let's go back down to 4. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what the right size for this is supposed to be. I don't know what some of this stuff. It's like it's kind of sort of working, but it's not like I'd like. Tier spacing multiplier. See, what is the deal with this front part here? My whole stadium is below 0. Why is that? Straight length. It is at 100, but I think are the straight parts of a stadium, do they wrap around with the curve, or do they extend out the length of the field? These are all the questions one must ask. It kind of looks like they're curving before. It's curving on the end zone. So if I were to go with that, then, I mean, you can kind of see. Got lots of people out there. I'll have to figure out how to populate my stadium, but that'll be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to populate the stadium. I mean, I got to have thousands of models, or at least some kind of little 2D sprites or something. I would imagine you can just have the, here, create a 2D sprites, or like 5 or 6 2D sprites, and then just have them scattered randomly. That's what I would think. But let's see, how would I do? How would I do this? How would I do this? How would I do this? I feel like there's another way to do this, but I haven't figured out what it is. So yeah, these go out about 100 and they'll start curving here, which is fine. Height offset, maybe I have to change this. Let's go to 5. How about 45? Holy mo, what? Holy mo, what did I do? Oh yeah, well, that's not, that's a bit tall. Yeah, I'll go with a little too tall on that one. How about 15? We're still a little out of whack here. But why? Is my football field floating? No. So why is my stadium floating? It's my stadium. All right, well, we know that's not right. There's some tweakage that needs to happen there. And we certainly don't need 15. Let's go back to, what if I set this at 1? Ooh, why did it get skinny? How come the height offset suddenly made it small? Oh, I set the wrong thing. Oops. Dang it. What was that number before? Oh, okay. That's actually still too much. I was totally changing the wrong value here. Nope. Is it 5? 10? Okay, there we go. We're back. This was the thing I was trying to change. What happens if I set that to 0? Okay. So raising all that. All right, so seat height. There's something weird here. I mean, like I've got the seat height and the structure parts. They're not connecting here in my head. I feel like I mean, even if they're cement, right? Okay, so let's say that they're cement like this. I'm having trouble. I'm still like, you can see they're going down below ground. I'm trying to avoid the whole down below ground bit. And why are they doing that? I cannot seem to get the front tier to be level with the ground. Why is it sinking below? What if I so if I set that seat depth, what if I said tier height 20? I don't know. I don't know what this. But what is that that's growing like that? And why? Okay, so there is something wonky here. I cannot seem to get the, look at it, I got the skinny part grows here, and then over here it grows underneath. Which is weird. Okay, I cannot seem to get the front tier to be level with the ground tier. Why is it sinking below? 2. When I set the tier height the seats on the left grow above the structure elements. And on the other side, and on the right, they grow below the structure elements. It is as though the tier adjusts as though the structure is beneath on one side and on top on the other. Yeah, that's probably why it's confusing me so much, because the two sides aren't responding together. Places the bottom of the structure line 0. Tier 0 will now sit on ground. Seat positioning now calculated as y equals tier height plus seat height divided by 2. Seat sits on top of the structure consistently. Alright, well, let's see what happens. So this ought to regenerate. Now we can click clear stands and generate stands. The first tier will be flush with the ground. Seats will always be on top of the structured element. Both top and bottom stands will look identical. All right, well, let's see what this does. I know I'm, let's see how much closer this is. All right. I mean, no, it's not prettier, but so the seats do sit on top. That looks better in that sense. Okay. Seats are now on top. Great. However, they are not aligned to their parts. Seat 1 on the right is actually seat 1 and 2. Seat 1 and 2 on the right are floating in space, while the structures extend past the last tier of seats. On the other side, the structure, the first two rows of structure are in front of the first rows of seats, and the seats in back are floating in space. And they're not even aligned horizontally. Like, it's like when I rotate this. Oh, that does look horizontally aligned. Ah, what just happened? All right, well, they don't look aligned when I turn it to an angle. But somehow when I turn it this way, they do appear aligned, which is really weird. Huh. But we do still have the floating problem, so that I am right about. All right, it says it fixed something. It says it fixed something, so let's go see what it did. So now we're just trying to get these to sit in the right place. And I do seem to have, I do have seat overlap, but I don't really care too much about that. I mean, I'm more just concerned that they stack nicely. I might try to give them a little bit more width, but let's get height on it. Are we aligned better? We are aligned better on both sides, but I still think we're we still got well, it's better, but but both sides are symmetrical now, but the front row of seats is still floating, and the back row of structure is behind the back row of seats. All right, so we've got decent placements. What I still need to do is figure out, I might want to try to widen the seat depth, if that helps. The issue is the seat offset calculation. So let me simplify it. So all right, that's good. It says it tried to fix a complication issue, which I always like when it does stuff on its own. Because I'll go look at it and go, what is this mess? You need to redo this without breaking any outcome. Thing is, I hate asking AI to do math, and that's kind of what's throwing things off, because a lot of this is math. And I should just be in there myself tweaking this. Now that it exists, I may have to, because I'm holy moly, what happened to my... What happened to my seats? The seats are all gone, man. It broke all my seats. I don't know what happened to my seats. They're gone. We now just have structure. our structure, our seat is gone. The seats that vanished. I see the object still in the hierarchy, but they are no longer showing in the scene. I so don't spell good. No, I spell no good. I spell good poorly. All right, so I spell without. So did it put my seats somewhere else? Oh look, it did. It put my seats way over there. Hello. What'd you do? You sent my seats to another part of the planet. C offset multiplier. Okay, well let's change that. C, where's the C offset multiplier? I don't see a C offset multiplier. Oh, there it is, C offset multiplier. 1. Cheers. Nope, I didn't do anything. So what if I set both these back? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. That's not good. It to 1 brought them closer, but they are still off by about 250 yards. And rethink the calculation. Oh no, it's thinking. It's doing math. I haven't even gotten to doing the arcs yet. Oh god. Oh, I'm dreading arcs. The endpoint stadiums. Oh, look at this. Look at this formula that AI is trying to do. Okay, so it's got calculations. 1.5 divided by 2 minus 0.6 divided by 2 times scale comp dot z equals 0.75 minus 0.3 multiplied by 1 over 1/106th equals 45.04. I don't know what the heck, man. That looks like a really complicated mess of a mess. This is why AI should not be doing math. You should not be doing math, AI. I should not be letting it do this. Because it's really not as complicated, I think, as it makes it out to be. But I'm letting it generate my stands, and therefore I'm kind of, I don't know. I guess once it gave me the stands, I should be able to just edit them. But no, here I am. Okay, that put them back. Are they? Okay, hey, they're on top of their structures now, so that's good. I don't see any misalignment in structures. So that said, I don't know what it did in math there, but it must have figured it out. All right, so now we're at 0 again. So that means I got to drop my tier height down, or my what do I want to drop? Tier spacing, stands multiplier, height offset. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. But we're going to drop this down to, let's put this back down at 10. We'll go 1. Well, no, let's go back to 10. See, it's like I want my seats taller, but the structure is just growing weird. It's not, what is the problem here? Why can't I tier depth? What if I do tier depth? No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. It does keep them from overlapping. Maybe I should do at least a 2. But it's like the structure. I can't seem to get it to go like this. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get it to go like this. And it doesn't seem to be able to do that. Oh, that put it flat. And everything went flat when I did that, including the structure. And I don't want the structure to go up. I want the, okay. This is driving me bonkers. This is not what I want. So I think the problem is the offset. Is there like a, there's a height offset. What does that one do? What did I tried this one before? I don't think it did what I wanted, but we're gonna try and go 5. Yeah, I don't think that does anything. I don't even know what that does. What does 50 do? Do something dramatic to really show. I don't even know what that does because it doesn't seem to be doing much. Yeah, I'm not even seeing what the height offset does. What does height offset do? It seems no matter what height value I change, the seats stay about the same incline. I am just raising and lowering seats. How do I increase the height of the stands by increasing the relative distance, steepness of the seats. Because it seems like no matter what I do, because I change the tier height, it's just like raising them up and lowering them like this. And it's like the lowest seat how to increase steepness. The incline steepness is controlled by ratio between two settings. Tier height divided by tier depth equals tier height divided by tier depth. So 10 divided by 2 keeps the tier depth at 1.2 yards. Result, each row climbs higher and steeper. No, it's not. Decrease the depth. Okay. No, that does it a little bit. So if I were to change this to 50, okay, so we got better, but the problem is, I think I see the problem. That works, but it raises the front row. The front row seats should always start at a base 0. As in, first row should never be more than, how high is it? Was it 0.66 yards or 2 feet from the ground? That should be the starting point. Then each subsequent seat is placed behind and up based on tier height. Calculation. So I think the problem is it's not using a base, so everything goes up at once. So even though we are increasing, we aren't starting at the bottom. It just and what it needs to do is like, oh, nope, we always start at the bottom. So let's see if this adjustment will actually make, it's like every subsequent value should just go a little higher. I mean, really, I don't even know why we need the structure element. I mean, I think I'm okay with it just being I mean, I guess it all depends on how you set up your seating, right? But okay, now watch, it's going to be like the bottom one will be at the bottom, and then all the rest of them are going to be way up here. Watch. It's just going to be like down here, and then wink! It's going to be way up there. I have a feel like we're going to get a really weird look. Yep. That's exactly what it did. It launched. Oh no, maybe it's okay now. Maybe I just got it too high. Let's drop it. What I do? I did tier height at 50. Let's go back down to like 5. That's actually pretty good. That actually is pretty good. Might even be too much, but not too much in a way that I can't like fix it. But wow, that's really low. Are we so low that we're actually like? Yeah, that's too low. That's not it's either too low or underground. Yeah, or underground. That's the problem. Okay. Much better. But first row is underground. Foremost. Now, if I look at this closely, I may have to actually lower this height just a bit more. Because these are kind of tall. I think even if I have a player here, these are going to look like... If I had a player standing here at the height that they are, these are going to look like the pyramid steps. So we're still a little off on the depth. But we'll see how this plays out. We'll have it fixed, and then maybe I'll do a 3. What time is it? 9:57. All right, so good. Now the height is up. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here, let it reset. And then we're going to go ahead and do the clear stands and generate again. I may have to try to adjust my tier height still. I don't know if I want to go 50-50, but we'll see. We'll try it. Because this is going to get to be a pretty low ratio if I keep going. Let's try 4. Nope. Wait. Did we get an error? No. Yeah, we're not getting a... I feel like I'm still kind of giant. I mean, like my guys could sit on here and be okay, but they're still going to be a little off. Guess I could try a 3-2. Just to see. Seat height is... So what are you recommending? Structure height. Issues at the logical something. Yeah, well, I may have to fix some stuff on my own, but I may be off. I will give... We're still underground, but if in fact those are yards, that would be kind of high. No, it's not the worst. I mean, a stadium seat might actually go up. Let's go, what about my offset? Seat offset multiplier. There was a thing. First row height. We're still at seat height 0.3, 0.5. Okay. All right, we'll go 0.3. 0.2. still underneath. Tier height. Oh, is it seat height in depth? Oh, seat height. Seat height should be. Oh, okay. We'll just say 0.3. And the seat depth? I don't know. 0.6? Sure. Are we still above ground? Now we're floating. We're not on the ground anymore, but we're not underground. We're not underground, but we're also not. All right, that's not bad. How many rows? How many rows does this guy have? Let's go see. Let's go see if I can guesstimate how many rows. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only see 12 rows here. I have 20 rows. So, and this is really steep. Right? I mean, these are crazy steep. And you got to figure there is a row right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So even if it's only 14 rows, this is a really steep stadium. Now I can't really change it, but like if I was down here on the field, zoomed in, I think mine is still not that tall. Now, granted, I feel like I'm quite a ways from the field. How far away is this thing here? But still, I don't think it's at 20 rows. I think mine is not as tall. Yeah, because they don't have a track here. So these guys are actually closer to the field. But still, I feel like I would be delusional to say that even if I was fairly close to this, if this was my view, that I see all 20 rows, no problem. Which is to say is that really 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is really 20. All right, so if seat height is 0.3, and if seat height is 0.3, and tier height (1.5). I'm just totally messing with how to get my seats. Huh. It doesn't really talk about tier height. Builds from ground, Y is 0. For tier 0, for tier 0, structure goes first row height and height offset. For tier N, structure goes first row tier N times tier I offset, height offset. Seat sits on top of the structure. That's fine, but it's like the values, it's like the whole divide by, the whole divide by bit here is throwing me off. So now we're like super tall again. I don't want to be that tall. So I mean, that is definitely on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is almost off the screen. So 1/3 is a bit much. So what is it? Tier height. First row. Tier height 0.8 to 0.15. All right, tier height 1.5. Now I got to figure my little dudes are here. All right, so we're going to go 0.7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably don't need 20 rows. Because like I said, I'm going to be zoomed in, so you're probably not going to be able to see. Let's go look at one more example. Let's go look at a Madden game. Just seeing what other, what these games are doing. How many rows they show of seating. All right.
If this display works, it's got a good reach quick. Oh my god. Hold, chat, hold, hold. It works! This is the greatest. If this display works, it's got a good reach quick.
If you're throwing to a receiver on a post, crosser, or streak.
All right, so this has a double stadium. He doesn't even have, so it's got one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got about 10, so they got about 20 rows, but their 10 is on top of the other 10.
Who appears to have beat his defender by a few steps in man coverage, you need to use a freeform pass to lead the ball in front of him. While your receiver might look wide open, even a normal pass lead away from the defender can result in the throw getting undercut and swatted away or intercepted by the defender. To freeform a pass, hold the left trigger or L2 as you're throwing the ball, and that'll allow you to pass lead the ball further than the standard pass lead radius. I recommend the default freeform settings of near and 7 out of 20, but you can adjust these as needed if you want more or less freedom in how far you can lead your passes. And for more Madden tips, head on over to playbookprofessor.gg. If you're throwing to...
All right, that's not, that didn't really help me. It's not enough field. All right, let's see Madden 26 intro.
Let's take a look at the new team runouts in Madden 26. This video is presented by the EA Creator Network, as they did allow me to get this early footage, and I'm going to let you hear all of the
Wow, that's like a real stadium.
sounds and the music and the chants that go along with these runouts in just a second, but keep in mind, I did did record this on an earlier build of the game, so it is a work in progress. Some of the team runouts might not be fully complete yet either. But I just wanted you to get an idea of what it's kind of looking like for the updated presentation for the team introductions. Also, keep in mind the nighttime runouts for a lot of teams are better, longer, and more epic than their daytime ones, whereas for some teams they're kind of similar for both day and nighttime. So I did try to include the best version of each team in this video. And I also added the pre-game Super Bowl runouts at the end if you want to check that out as well. And
All right,
also,
Madden
a lot
puts
more
insane
Madden
numbers.
26 content coming, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.
So it looks like Madden might actually put. I mean, that's might not even be their gameplay view.
Let's take a look at all of the cool things you can do, see, and hear in Madden 26. They've added a lot of little cool details to the game. Some you may know about, but some of them you may not. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Let's first start with the new double juke animation that they added to the game. Now, this in itself isn't some brand new thing. We've had double jukes in the past, but they've completely redone it, and this is the best looking double juke we have ever seen in a Madden game. It's really fluid and it looks really realistic, and with guys like Saquon Barkley or players with high juke ratings, you can absolutely make defenders look silly with this. All you want to do when you are approaching a defender is you want to flick the right stick right, left really quickly, or left, right. You want to go one way and then back the other way. You can do this while holding the speed button or just do it regularly, and you will make people miss in the open field. Now, we've also got to talk about the Saquon signature hurdle. This was added in an update last year, but a lot of people probably don't know about that, or this could be your first year playing. Now, to do this, you want to try to have the defender coming at you from about a 45-degree angle, and then you want to hit the Y or triangle button to hurdle. Sometimes with Saquon, this signature one will trigger for you, and you'll get the backwards jump.
Get iPhone 17,
Wow.
iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0.
This next one
All this is just trying to
and I
figure
don't
out.
think they advertised this. It's called the Jump Ball Challenge. You can find these, I think.
Okay, so you look at that. There's a bajillion people on the field. I don't think I can do that. That's probably more than a phone would probably care to have. And besides, I'm not looking to have it that big. I think 14 rows is probably good. I rarely think I'm going to actually be showing the full stadium anyway. It's cool. There's a game called Super Tiny Football on the Android. Super Tiny Football. Now, I know these guys. Well, I know one of the guys that was working on this game. He comes around every now and then. Goes by B.O. And this is their game. This is if you like Retro Bowl, it's a lot like Retro Bowl. It doesn't have some stuff. The running is pretty suspect. Okay, so if I was to look at this one, they've got, looks like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, maybe 4 rows here, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows here. So maybe 7 and 7. 14, 18 rows. It's actually not bad looking stadium, and they even got stuff up here. I think I would like you don't see much depth on these, huh? They're mostly just like, I mean, there's a little bit. Now, these guys have a pretty cool, is there a way to go faster? Is there a way to speed this up? We got autoplay on, but there's no like, not like a fast forward. Why is it so slow? What the heck? Are you running or not? Take your time back there, buddy. Yeah, okay. So if you look at this one, they've got, it's hard to tell how many rows, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got about 11 rows on the top. So I'd like to do that. I didn't even think about that. Tier depth. All right, so we're still working on, I mean, we've kind of got it. I still feel like they're kind of seat depth. Can I, what happens if I go to 1 here? All right, we're not underneath anymore. I feel like, how do I increase the depth of the seat? So I can change this starting position and have them go up from there. So what if I say we want it to be 5 feet? What is 5 feet? Well, 1.66. Let's go 1.66. All right, let's go with 2. I do want it kind of low because, you know, the fans have to be a little bit back. Okay. I want a tier separator in the stands. A way to put in a tall wall at every so often. A comma delimited value would be good. I.e. 1, 5, 1, 7, comma 7. this would put a delimiter wall. Equal roughly the same height as the tier increase on top of the base tier height. So one would just be 0.66 tall since the base is 0. Yeah, I get ya. Go away. Would be 0.66 tall since the base is 0, but at other locations base the wall would be double. Maybe I just have 3. Let's do it this way. I want the option of up to 3 tier / flight of seats separators. I state the location, number of rows before it, and the height. Each subsequent row after it will use the height minus each first row after a divider separator will have a height of starting position of the separator height minus 0.5. And then increase normally from that point. Okay, the option of up to 3 tier / flight of seat separators. I state the location, number I state the number of rows before it and the height. Each first row after separator will have a starting position of separator height minus 0.5, 1.5. Instead of the .66 default, for the first row, the first separator will be in front of all seats. It will be lower banner wall. The first row of seats behind will follow the same rule and be 1.5 feet, 1.5 yard. Will be 0.66 feet. 2 feet, 0.66 yards below the banner wall. And then it goes on to separator height minus 2 feet. So I'm adding complications, but anyway, I'm going to see how that works tomorrow. I'm going to mess with the stands a little bit more. Hopefully I'll get both the ends and the finished parts of these stadiums. And I think I will pretty much have my base of my my stadium, the most basic version of it anyway. And then I will, from that point, have to go get me a kickoff play generated that I can start putting people on the field. I mean, I have people on the sidelines, but I haven't got them running onto the field yet, so we got to do that. And then I may have to figure out what do I do to move the football around, attaching it to my players by some means. I don't have any animations yet, but so I'll probably just have it like stick to their chest, run around and have it throw the ball. It won't be graphically cool or anything, but it should mimic what I'm trying to accomplish. And then eventually I'll have to start doing animations and stuff to glue the ball to the player's hands. But we'll get there.